Hello, everybody.
How y'all do over there?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Let's see. All right, we got our first person, Miss Deanna, Miss Janet checking in. So just to let y'all know, Dad, I don't know if y'all know this, man, but Dad is from the mean streets of Henry, Louisiana, man. Look at that. Look, oh, dude, and Dad was part of he looks pretty gangster, and Dad was wanting to show his street side, and boy, Dad, everybody's liking your outfit. So he's 75% Cajun. Mr. Terry said hello, Mr. Terry Dore, and Dad is 3% gangster. So he's wearing his gangsta outfit today. This is show number 14 of the Campbell Cajun Quarantine Concert Series. Everybody there today, we're going to have a good time. 14, Pop. 14.
Yes.
14.
14
consecutive days. We did that math together, us.
Oh, yeah.
Luke Landry loves the hat. That's, for those of you that don't know, that's Pikachu. Pikachu.
Not peekaboo. Pikachu.
No, Pikachu. So we're going to finish telling some stories. We're going to play some music. I have no idea what music Dad selected, but we're gonna have fun. We're gonna have a good time. Hopefully, share some laughs and some entertainment for everybody. If you leave a comment, I'm gonna give you a shout out. And Dad, how you gonna see now that you don't have your sunglasses? Miss Deanna, shout out to you. Miss Carolyn Vientar, shout out to you. Mr. Terry, shout out. Charisse Nunez, shout out. Luke Landry, shout out. Erica Chisholm, shout out. Nanny Chero, shout out. Cassie Sistrunk, shout out. Jamie Jenkins, shout out. Boy, they love your hat, Dad. Miss Joycelyn, shout out. Kathy Mobley, shout out. And Miss Desley, shout out. Now listen, if y'all notice, the camera is not shaking violently today, and that is because we had a secret Santa. I don't know who sent it to us, but we had somebody bless us with a tripod. And so, man, you talk about
the top of the line.
Dad, I'm feeling like Bill Gates tech fancy, man. We got this on a tripod, bro. We are fancying out, man.
But you know how I'm curious. I'd really like to know who sent that.
Yep, Dad says he has his ways, so you could do this the easy way or do it the hard way. The easy way is just to come forward if you send us this tripod, and the hard way is Dad is going to have to be a Pikachu Detective Pikachu, and figure it out. Dad, you got us a good song to kick it off today?
Yeah. I'm going to start it off with my harmonica, and it's going to be the Amada two-step.
The Amada two-step. Cha.
It's an instrumental.
Let's get it, Dad. Woo-hoo! Tearing it up. Good job, Dad. That's the way you start a show.
I'm a day two-step.
I'm a day two-step. Miss Laura Palmer says she's tapping her toes, Good job. Good job, Bip. And Miss Mary Alice Gray said she loves that shirt. Where'd you get that shirt? The hide and seek champion.
Somebody sent me that and I wore it.
That's how it works.
Somebody from West Virginia.
Remember, Field of Dreams, if you build it, they will come.
Oh, yeah.
If you send it,
it.
he shall wear.
Oh, yeah.
Your brother, I'm sorry, my brother, your son's checking in, Dad. Miss Shelby Guillot said, "This makes my soul happy." Well, it makes our souls happy too.
The shirt, the hat.
I think the whole package, Dad. You the whole package, the whole package from head to toe. Dad, I have something. I didn't tell you this was coming. I thought this would be funny or fun. We don't know.
Before, I'll need to make an announcement. Today, I'm planning on playing some songs that people requested. I lose it. I have all kinds of paper songs all over the place in my living room, and I forget who asked, but somebody requested "Walking in the Woods with My Parran," and the lady said that her and her daughter watches every day, and she wants me to. She requested that song for her daughter. I didn't know if I knew it, so finally I listened to it. I finally found it, and I know how to play it. I have it today. But I'd like to request it, mention the daughter's name or her name. And so, "Walking in the Woods with My Parran." If you requested that song, let Brian know on the, and somebody else maybe a week ago requested "Lash Pala Patat," and I have that. I'm going to play that today. And I have someone else that requested "Mother Queen of My Heart" by Jimmy Rogers. I know who that is, so I'll play that one. And a while back, someone asked me to play a song. He says he's asking the lady to marry her daughters, and it didn't matter if it was the fat one or the skinny one. So I'm going to play that today, but I don't know who requested it. So if you send that to Brian, I'll mention your name. That's it. Excuse me.
That's all right, Dan. So I got the conch shell. I can talk.
Oh, yeah.
What I've known about Dad, though, is that when Dad has an idea, I guess I'm the same way. It's just that my condition hasn't advanced yet. When Dad has an idea, you got to get off the train track and let the train come, because man, that train could get lost real quick. All right. I hope y'all are ready for this. We're going to test out the waters, and if y'all like this, you let me know, and we could do more of it. Y'all remember the Newlywed Game? Remember that show, Dad, where the Newlywed Game?
Oh, I like that.
So what I did is I went to my mama and I asked her one question, and we're going to see if my dad could get it right. This is all in good fun. This is all in good fun.
Y'all didn't tell me that.
I know I didn't tell you, because you can't keep a secret sometimes. You and Bray, and y'all have that genetic. All right. So here's the question that I asked Yvonne Campbell, my mom, okay? Name, what did you think Dad's best physical feature was when y'all were dating? I asked my mom. Now wait, Dad. I asked my mom. Give it some thought. You know, do. I asked my mom, what from her opinion, what was my dad's greatest physical feature? All right. So he can't see this, but that's her answer. Dad, what do you think Mom said was your best physical feature when y'all were dating?
She never told me this when I was dating, but she told me after we was married that I used to have a sassy Bahama.
Oh, the answer correct. Booty, butt, ponky.
All right.
All right, you win.
I know my wife.
You win in the end, if you get that. So,
people, honestly, I don't know.
Oh, you had to be listening. I could see my dad with one of those little whistling little tubes. Sometimes you got to pay extra for that kind of action. So let me know if y'all think that's kind of fun. We could do more of that down the road. Tomorrow is Ask Brian Anything, where we could tell stories, my family and me, or if you have questions about kinesiology or what I do, or anything about the stuff that I do, we're gonna welcome those. I'm gonna try to have some stories with me and Dad in there as well. Dad, you got another song ready to go?
No one typed in yet who requested Walking in the Woods?
Not yet, Dad. But I'm gonna keep a record on. Miss Carmen said your new name is Booty Man. The Booty Man. That's like the.
Did she say Booty?
It's better. I was gonna say it's better than the Boogeyman.
Oh man.
Miss Mary Alice said she heard that song on Gumbo a few weeks ago. She said you did an awesome job, the one you just played. Yeah, I'm sure it's the radio network. Yeah.
Okay.
Or maybe there's a radio station, Gumbo, that plays traditional. Yeah.
Okay,
All right.
I'm going to play the next song on my parting, and it's going to be, I don't know if it's the name of the song, but it's Donnez-moi, Madame Edouard, donnez-moi la petite Alibert, Madame.
She said Gumbo is a radio station, 94.9, Gumbo.
Oh, yeah.
She said she heard that song that you played on Gumbo.
Oh, okay.
Hey!
La grosse Madame Edouard, c'est tout le même prix. La petite Alibert, Madame Edouard, la grande femme. Donnez-moi Madame Edouard, donnez-moi la petite Alibert, Madame Edouard, la grande femme, qui la grotte. La petite Alibert, Madame Edouard, le grand papa. Donnez-moi Madame Edouard, donnez-moi la sœur, Madame Edouard, on peut voir les petits dragons.
All right, Dad.
I've played it many times, but
So many people saying they love your hat. Miss Tara said, Mr. Pat, I love your hat. Coach Kanan checking in. Good morning. Good morning.
Is this some horn?
When you've been quarantined, morning is afternoon, and up is down, and left and right. And
That's right.
so good afternoon, Coach Kaning in the house. Miss Madeline saying hi from Lake Charles. Lake Charles. Lake Charles. Oh, Miss Kelly Broussard says she likes the newlywed game questions and answer form. All right, I'm going to have to survey. Brian, Dad's voice is not coming out right when he starts talking or singing. All right, I'm gonna try to crank it up as loud as possible. If anybody else is having some problems hearing, y'all let me know. You okay, Pop?
Yes, I'm okay.
Look, Dad got his coffee. He's got his vodka. You see that? That's not a bottle of water.
Oh, yeah. That Twitter stuff?
You all right, Dad? How's your flexibility, Dad, these days? Could be better?
Man, you know how much I've never had good flexibility.
But you know, when you're not flexible, that means you tight. And Mama liked that. She liked that tight, that sassy tight butt.
Yeah.
All right.
To say that Michelle too.
Brandon Jones. Hey, from Dadeville, Alabama. Remember Dadeville, Dad?
Yes.
Yeah. What about Miss Michelle Toots? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to derail the show.
She requested Fraulein, and I know it, and I have it, and I was going to play it today, and I left it at the house, and I was going to play it today, and I just remember, I said, I didn't mention Fraulein.
Dad left it at the house, and that's a day's journey away,
right,
so he's going to have to get it tomorrow.
Michelle, I'll just have to play it tomorrow.
All right.
Okay, walking in the woods with my parran.
The
lady says that her daughter used to go walking in the woods with her parran. So.
Dad's gonna blow a hamstring if he drops another song. So you want to tell a couple stories, or you want to go right into? You ready to play?
Let me go in with
Okay.
Walking in the woods with my parran.
Okay.
I could do it in either one, but I'm gonna do it.
I want to see you do it at both at the same time. That would be pretty impressive.
Oh, at the same time.
Hey, I have an idea though, and bear with me, all right? I want you to do a verse with your harmonica, and then come back and do a verse with your accordion.
Okay.
This is talent, ladies and gentlemen. Some states require you to have a license to do what my dad's about to do.
Okay, I'm gonna do the accordion first then. Walking in the woods with my parran is the melody is "Walking in a Winter Wonderland." That's the melody, but the song itself is.
So it's like a Cajun version of "Walking in a Wonderland." It's like a Cajun.
And yeah, there's only one word there's three words in French that maybe the people don't know. I know they know the three French words is parran. In English, it's called parran. Nanan, that's called nanan, godmother, godfather and godmother. And the other word is bulai. A bulai, they're going to talk about bulai in the song. It's about a fella spotlighting at night, hunting some rabbit. That's called a bulai or a headlight. So. Look in the sky, the sun is missing, the moon is just right, the moonlight tonight, walking in the woods with my parran. We got the time and we got the shotgun, we need a light and Paula's got one. Nanny's in the bed with hers in her head, so let's go walking in the woods with my parran. On the levee, we can build a scarecrow. We'll pretend that he's getting bored and brown. He'll say, "Are you hunting?" We'll say, "Hell no. We're just waiting for a ride back to town." Later on, we'll perspire, cleaning rabbits by the fire. No need to be afraid, we got it made in the shade. Walking in the wood with my parran. Some people think that my parran is crazy, but he's always got a new trick up his sleeve. Cause the limit's 700 rabbits. When you take them with light on Christmas Eve. Later on, we'll perspire, cooking rabbits by the fire. For Christmas all I want is a rabbit sauce pecan and go walking in the woods with my parran. Yes, for Christmas all I want is rabbit sauce pecan and go walking in the woods with my parran.
Yeah, good stuff.
Walking in the woods with my parran.
You remember that? I forgot what. Maybe it was Gosselin. He said Cajuns are extremely efficient with our words. You know, where a word can mean a lot of stuff. He's like, for instance, if you were talking with someone, you know, from maybe another state or another area, they weren't quite sure what you said. They may say something like, "Excuse me, sir, I didn't quite understand what you just said. Would you happen to repeat yourself?"
Is there a short word for that?
Where a Cajun would just be like, "Eh," if you said if you said something you didn't understand, they'd just be like, "Eh," and that means Excuse me, sir. I didn't quite understand what you said.
And how
Can you
about-
happen to repeat
how
yourself?
about colossal, great, humongous. The word for that is kyo.
Kya.
Yeah,
All right.
I know what you mean.
Let me get to some feedback, Dad. Let's see. Sean Broussard from the Deserted Land and Campus at UL. Dad, did you ever meet Jimmy C. Newman? Miss Lisa,
Yes, I have.
Miss Lisa from Iowa wants to know.
I have. He was, when I was inducted into the Living Legends in at the Cajun Museum in Erath, and we had a little trio band that played. Myself, Helen Boudreau, and Natil, Parran, Dojero were playing. I played the accordion, harmonica, and Helen Boudreau would, and Natil would play the T5s, and we'd sing. And so whenever, once a month, they were inducting someone, we would go and we'd play, the three of us. And when they were inducting Governor Edwin Edwards, different people came, and Jimmy C. Newman was there. And so I met him then. But way back, maybe 25, 30 years ago, we were at Jordan Delcom's house in Tennessee. And he brought us in the backstage of the Grand Ole Opry, where I met. I mean, you talk to him, you shake hands to him, and I talked to Jimmy C. Newman in French for a good 5 minutes, and he started naming people from Delcom that he knew. He knew Dalton Delcom, he knew Dulles Landry, he knew most of the local musicians. He knew DL, and we spoke.
You want to hear my Edwin Edwards joke?
Yeah.
So in the future, Edwin Edwards had no. This man passed away, sorry. This man passed away in the future, and he went up to heaven, and St. Peter lets him in, and there's this big room, and he goes in there, and all he sees, you imagine what you see from heaven, but you don't imagine this. There were clocks everywhere in this giant, imagine something like the Superdome, just clocks everywhere. On the wall everywhere. And he noticed that, man, they weren't all telling the same time, and some were moving faster. They were all in a different pace.
Very curious.
And so St. Peter says, do you have any questions? And he says, yes, sir. He said, why are there so many clocks? I wasn't expecting to see a bunch of clocks in heaven. He said, well, my son, he said, every clock in here it represents someone's life that's lived on earth. And the clock is symbolic of how they lived their life, He's like, take this one, for instance. And they had this clock on the side, and pop, that sucker looked like it stayed on midnight for a long, long time. He said, that was Mother Teresa. He said, this is the clock of Mother Teresa. And you could see how it barely moved. So that was symbolic of the kind of life she lived. So
I can understand that, because she was good.
Oh, she was good. Yeah. So the man, the Cajun, being from Louisiana, he says, hey, Peter, I gotta know. He said, I'm so curious. I got to know. He says, can you show me where Edwin Edwards' clock is? I got to know. He says, oh, yeah, my son, Edwin Edwards' clock. We actually don't have it in here. God has it in his personal office. He uses it as a fan.
Oh, the clock turned fast. I like that one.
Hey, Nanny Cheryl wants you to tell stories about the date at Kokomo's or your first date with... Ask Pat about our trips to Kokomo's with Yvonne and her and Miss Cheryl and Nanny Cheryl. Do you remember that or no?
I remember the trips to Kokomo.
Okay.
And
all right, Nanny Cheryl, he can't answer that. He probably don't want to incriminate himself.
No.
I'm joking.
I tell you what, though, I got a story to tell.
All right.
That song, "Walking in the Woods with My Parran," and he went hunting at night with that headlight. Jason, my oldest son, who lives in Tupelo, asked me to tell a story yesterday about the first time I went duck hunting. Well, I assumed he was talking about the one with the thermos that I thought had mud on it.
And the
But
caca.
it was some dog caca.
The caca.
And but that's not the one he was talking about. He was talking about the very first time I ever went duck hunting in my life. And I had never been duck hunting in my life. And we had the grocery store at Mouton Cove, 7, 8, 9, 7. I guess about maybe 4 years after we started teaching, we bought a store, Yvonne's mom and dad's store. And well, I had some friends. Well, I had a few friends, but there was Ted Campbell, Bosie Holmes, Gator Mouton, and myself. Was there in the afternoon. It was a New Year's Day, and they said, "Pat, you gotta come hunting with us this afternoon." And I had never been hunting before, and I'm not a.
How old were you, roughly?
I was married. I was 21 and 4 and 7. I guess about maybe 28, 29 years old. And I said, in the afternoon, I said, "Man, I've never been duck hunting." He said, "Man, you're gonna have fun. Those ducks," they said, "we know a spot in a rice field, and right in the afternoon there, the duck starts coming in right before the sun goes down, and man, we have fun killing the ducks." We went yesterday and we killed, I don't know what they said, we killed our limit. So they talked me into going. I said, "Man, I don't have a license, I don't have anything." They said, "Don't worry about a license. Where we go down the canals, we pass under some bridges, and those game wardens don't know we there." Well, I didn't have a license. I said, "Okay," so I went. So the 4 of us went. We left at a certain place where the boat was docked up against the road, a little flat, and went hunting. Well, we waited, and the sun was starting to go down. Well, right before the sun started going down, the ducks started coming in. Man, and then it got kind of dark. Well, man, and the moon was kind of out. It wasn't a full moon, but you could see something flying. Man, I couldn't make out where the ducks were. Man, the others, they started shooting. Pow, 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 pow. And it was dark. So we got one duck. So we was walking back to the boat with that duck. And all of a sudden, about 100 yards before we got to the boat, the lights came on. And he said, "Halt, game wardens." Well, it was 2 game wardens that I knew very well. One was named Mr. Walter Ramke, and one was named Mr. Foote. Mr. Foote was originally from Pecan Island, and Mr. Ramke lived not far from my house. He had a daughter that was my classmate, and we were only 9 in our class, so we knew each other real well. So Mr. Ramke tells us, he says, "Boys, we heard some shots out there. Were y'all hunting?" Well, yes, we were. "Well, I'll be honest with y'all," he said. "We did not see y'all actually shooting, but we heard some shots. Did y'all kill anything?" And oh, by the way, as soon as we saw the spotlights, my brother Ted was holding one duck, and he kind of pitches it along the shank in the briars there, and we walked a little ways, but I guess they saw everything. And he said, "Well, did y'all kill anything?" And I didn't say anything. And they said, "No, we didn't kill nothing." So, well, look now, we didn't see y'all shoot, but we're gonna go down that road. Then, if we find a duck, y'all's gonna be in big trouble. So Ted went. He picked up the duck. He said, "Yeah, we killed the duck." Man, they had us. But Mr. Ramke says, "Well, boys, I'll be honest with y'all. We heard y'all shooting before the sun went down. We heard y'all shooting after the sun went down. We're going to assume y'all killed the duck before the sun went down." So that's kind of saved us. But he says, if we'd have seen y'all shooting after sundown, then we'd have to give y'all a ticket. But to be honest, we didn't see y'all shooting. He said, "Y'all take y'all's duck, go home, and don't ever hunt again at night." Oh, man. So we got in our boat and we took off. A little outboard. And to get to where our destination, we had to pass under we had to pass under 3 bridges, and finally at a dead-end stop where we docked our boat. We got to the first bridge, right about 50 yards before the bridge. Man, they had about 5 lights on us, spotlighting on us. we stopped. It was some game wardens. They had about 5 of them. They had locals, they had federals, and man, they said, halt, we're game wardens. And once the boat was, we killed the engine, we could hear a truck coming, a vehicle coming down that gravel road. And it was barreling down. It was Mr. Ramp, he said. Guys, he said, we already checked them. They okay. Whew. So they said, okay, well, if you checked them. So they said, well, did you check for
Plugs.
Plugs to put in the gun? Mr. Ramke said, no, to be honest, we didn't. So they checked us, and we all had our plugs. So they let us go. So we get to the next bridge we passed under. Mr. Ramke and Mr. Foote was there. And they well let us know that they were there. So when we passed, they waved at us. Kept going. We got at the dead end where we launched the boat, and they were waiting for us. And they said, y'all don't do any hunting at night anymore. And I never have. By the way, he asked for our licenses. I didn't have a license. And he says, Mr. Campbell, I will assume you didn't shoot. And I didn't shoot. I couldn't see the ducks. So anyway, my friends that was with me laughed at me and they said, Pat, you went hunting ducks twice. The first time and the last time. And that's a true story.
But you could have used those hide and seek championship skills when those game wardens approached you, huh? You should have just became the marsh.
And they could have hung us.
What song you got for us next, Dad? Let's tap our feet.
Well, somebody requested Lash Pala Patat a while back, and I didn't write the name. And then I lose them in the text so I don't know what I need to do. Don't drop the potato. Lash Pala Patat by Jimmy Newman. Hey, lash pala patat monek, lash pala patat, en kiosk klassen man affärer, lash pala patat. Va och ball tous les samedis pour des soirées med des pâtes. Danse avec tous les belles filles, lash pala patat. Va à tous les cloches de fer, och la paillette et la bildplate. Oublie mon pas des fausses à choc, mais je lâche pas la patate. Hey, lâche pas la patate, mon ex, lâche pas la patate. En chose qui classe mon affaire, je lâche pas la patate.
All right, Dad. Well, listen, let me get to some comments while you collect your thoughts.
Tu peux marier, j'ai pas personne pour traîner les fonds de culotte. Quand je veux partir, je suis dans le vieux jeton et je lâche pas la patate. Va mon seul, la moitié du temps, ma Caroline me frappe. J'appelle Marie, lâche la petite fille, mais je lâche pas la patate. Hey, lâche pas la patate, mon ex, lâche pas la patate. En charge de traverser mon affaire et je lâche pas la patate. Un soir au bar, un petit beau, un gros a pris à se battre. Voulait le petit bougon s'inscrire, lâche pas la patate. Le gros bout m'a regardé, il dit, et presque qu'il l'attrape. J'ai viré de bord, j'ai coulé fort, j'ai lâché la patate. Hey, lâche pas la patate, mon ex, lâche pas la patate. En charge de classer mon affaire, je lâche pas la patate. Hey, lâche pas la patate, mon ex, lâche pas la patate. En charge de classer mon affaire, je lâche pas la patate.
Good job, Dad. Sorry, I messed that one up.
No,
Hey.
the reason I slacked, I kind of had a brain cramp.
All right, that happens.
Well,
Hey, cool story. Do you remember Erica Derwan? I went to
yes,
kindergarten
yes,
with
I
her.
taught her.
Yeah.
I taught her.
Well, no, you didn't
I
teach her.
didn't
You
teach
were her
I was
principal.
Yeah, principal.
And come to find out, we were related, which is probably 90% of the Highway 14 population. But she said she went to high school with Edwin Edwards' current wife. And he bought her an ice cream cone at the Randy Travis concert. So that's a cool story. Maybe that's how he met his wife too.
Was her name Candy?
You want an ice cream cone, little girl?
Oh yeah.
That's his go-to move.
Oh, listen. Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Pat, do you know Mr. Adelar Suarez? He delivered bread to Erath. Do you know Mr. Adelar? You ever heard of him? And maybe not. Sometimes Dad forgets stuff too. Ask your dad if he remembers the little boy. This is from Miss Linda Portier. Ask Dad if he remembers the little boy that was dressed as a fireman that would go listen to him at Eastridge.
Yes. Oh, chef. Yes, they're from Gaydon.
From Gaydon.
From Gaydon.
Now, for those of you that are not from Louisiana, I challenge you to spell the word Gaydon correct.
G-A-D-O-N.
And after that, I want you to try to spell, we're doing a Cajun spelling bee. I want you to spell Opelousas, and then after you're done with that, spell Delcom. So for those of you out of state, that's your challenge. Spell Gaydon, Opelousas, and Delcom, and then get back to me how well you did. Erica said that's her jam, Dad. She likes that. And Miss Joycelyn said she's singing along. And Wendy Badman watching from Philly. Miss Christine Dore said, good afternoon, Campbell's.
Yeah, Christine.
And Miss Mary Molasau said she loves that song. Miss Deanna Suarez says she's trying to whistle and with the music. Nice job on the harmonica from Miss Victoria. All right. So, yeah, we got some people trying to spell the Gaydons. Dad, when you did a lot of driving. You never minded driving. Driving for you was
driving. I love.
What's the most you've ever driven? I guess that could be looked at two ways: absolute miles or just time spent on the road. Because sometimes that coffee got to come out. It goes in, it got to come out. But what's the longest you've ever spent on the road to your memory, like in one day?
Okay, in one day. Well, there's two things. Your mom and I would drive quite often to visit Melissa and Chris and Joe and Josh in Virginia Beach. And Virginia Beach is a little over 1,200 miles away from home. So a couple of times we drove it in one day. Then we started, as we got older, we started making it in 2 days. Now the last couple of years, your mama got so old, we doing it in 3 days. And so a couple of times I drove it all myself, in one day. Now, some people know that your mom and I and 4 other guys, we own a hunting lodge in Saskatchewan, Canada. And we've been owning this hunting lodge. It's called Canadian Trophy Quest. And if you want to see some nice pictures, you go on the website Canadian Trophy Quest, and you're going to see a lot of pictures. And it's a 36-hour drive from South Louisiana to Carrot River, Saskatchewan. And
what kind of animals do they have up there, Dad? For that people can.
Well, we do. It's a commercial thing. People hunt bear in May and June, and then we hunt white-tailed deer in September. September is muzzleload and bow hunting, and then November, and then white-tailed deer, and duck and geese in September.
Miss Joycelyn, you are absolutely right. How could I forget our friends up in? So for those of you that don't know Louisiana, we got people in the South, like the Cajuns, and then we got Yankees that live up in the North. And so you're absolutely right. I forgot to ask people to spell a Yankee town. So spell Natchitoches, if you're not from Louisiana and you can't cheat, try to spell the word Natchitoches, and that's for all our Yankee friends that live up in the north. Boy, it gets cold up there, Dad, in the north, man. Ooh, in the north. Oh yeah, bro, that's way up north.
Lighting of the Christmas lights, I like the flows up there.
Hey, true story. I went to when I did my internship at NC State. That was in Raleigh, North Carolina, and I got asked a lot, and that was when the Water Boy came out. And they said, "What made you, choose, Raleigh?" And I said, "I always wanted to see what it was like to live in the North." And man, they got offended. They like, "We not in the North. We Southerners. We in the South." I said, "Get a map." And I was like, "This where I live. This where you live." And remember, that was when it snowed like 20 inches.
You tell them about that story. That's a good
Bruh,
story about
my dad called me. I was sleeping. It was early in the morning, and Dad said, "Shaq, get up." He said, "Go check outside." And that was the first time I spent. That was the first time I spent any extended period of time away from my family. Remember, we'd talk every night while I was homesick. And I went outside, and y'all, it was like I was in one of those Hallmark Christmas romance movies, where everything's perfect and it's always snows pretty. And dude, it was like 20 inches of snow. I ran outside. I think I had my calzones on, but I ran outside, bro. I started running and jumping in that snow. And I went to work because, me, I never wanted to miss work. And nobody was there. So I called my boss. He's like, "Why did you go into work, dude? There's 20 inches of snow." I didn't know, dude. Maybe that was like a regular winter. So, all right, Dad, what song you got next for us?
One other thing. From South Louisiana to Carrot River at our lodge, it is, I just thought about it. Sioux City, Iowa is halfway. Sioux City, Iowa is halfway.
Yeah.
So I traveled it twice by myself. Your mom and I traveled it once, and the rest of the times I just flew. But I'd drive like 18 hours. I'd stop in Sioux City, spend the night, and I was there the next day.
On the road again.
But that's pretty long.
Just can't wait to get on the road again.
I love driving.
Life I love is making music with my friends. And I can't wait to get on the road again. Got to put a bell on him. All right, Dad, what you got next?
The next song is a song requested by Mr. Philip Saunier, and he said it was one of his song that he really liked and his daddy liked, and it's called "Mother, the Queen of My Heart." And I'm going to play it. I have it played on my card. Well, let me play it. I'll try it on my card. It's called "Mother, the Queen of My Heart" by Jimmy Rogers. I had a home down in Texas, down where the blue bonnet grew. I had the kindest old mother, how happy we were just us two. Till one day the king called her a debt that we all have to pay. She called me close to her bedside. To me these words she did say: "Son, don't start drinking and gambling. Promise you'll always go straight." 10 years have passed since we parted. My promise I broke, I must say. I started gambling for pastime. Soon I was just like them all. I bet my clothes and my money, not thinking that I'd ever fall. One day I bet all my money, nothing was left to be seen. All I needed to break them was one card, and that was the queen. The cards were dealt round
That's what I. That's what. That's what I.
There's the second page.
That's what I saw.
I saw my mother's picture, and to me she seemed to say, "Son, you've broken your promise, so I tossed the cards away. I gave all my winnings to this boy. I knew I was wrong from the start. I'll never forget that promise to my mother, the queen of my heart."
Dad, Miss.
I like that song, Philip.
That's a good song.
I don't remember of hearing it.
Miss Deanna Suarez says, I remember when we were living on Cousin Dudley LeBlanc's farm by the lake. The snow covered up the fence posts. Everything was white.
Wow.
Now, you like the cold, isn't that right, Dad?
I love winter. I love winter. I love winter. I don't like being cold, but I love winter. That's why every January or Christmas, we go to Melissa's, maybe the day after the Christmas, or and if it doesn't snow for Christmas at Melissa's house in West Virginia, it'll snow a day or two afterwards. So
what about all you people? I haven't asked y'all a survey yet, interactive survey. What's your favorite season of the year? Fall? Let's see if I can get them all right, Dad. They got crawfish season. They got football season. They got Tony Sachery season. What that's too in depth. So what's your favorite season? Erica said the fall. So if you and you can't just tell me that, you have to say why. Why you like your favorite season? A follow-up question. Dad, while we wait for that, let's see. I have a shout out from your daughter Melissa to Joanna Van Arsdale Abear in Virginia Beach. So, and all shout-outs are free shout-outs. Unlike in Delcom we charge $5 for the cheerleaders. That's right, that goes to the cheerleaders.
You started that, huh?
Yeah, that was my idea.
It must have made a lot of money over the years with that.
So a shout-out. And again, whoever gave us this tripod, bruh, it was like Christmas, man.
I'm gonna break my brain trying to figure that out.
Yeah. That's if I ever have a three-legged dog, that's what I would name it.
What?
Tripod.
Oh, yeah. Hey, you remember when you was in 3rd or 4th grade, Daddy would always, as I was driving, either I was playing my harmonica and driving, or I would ask y'all questions. And you was just learning your multiplication and division facts, and I'd ask you some questions. A person had some chickens, and he counted the legs, and they had 8 chickens. I mean,
how many legs?
How many chickens? Yeah. And so one day I threw you a curve. I said, Brian, one day they had this farmer. He had some dogs. And I said, he counted the legs, and he had 39 legs. He counted 39 legs. How many dogs he had? That it can't be, because it's not. And then Jason said, yeah, one of the dogs had only 3 legs. His name was Stumpy. Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Okay, Mr. Terry Dore has the correct answer. The correct answer is summer, because that's what my wife likes. That is the correct answer, Mr. Terry.
Mr. Terry?
That's the smartest man on the planet right there.
I won't say it about all the people, but he told me why he married his wife. It has something to do with the anchor end, but I won't go any further.
Yeah, we don't want to, no incrimination here. We all plead the fifth. Hey, what do y'all think? Well, no, I'll ask that later.
And now, I have a good joke.
Go ahead.
I don't remember it quite well, but I think it'll be close enough. That song that I sang about walking in the woods with my parran, they was hunting rabbits at night. They had this hunter from South Louisiana, Cajun. And man, he was a good shot. And he was known all over the place to be a good hunter. So he saw that up there in the north, they had a hunting contest. And so he went out there and he paid some money to enter that contest. And so they go there, they had this fella from Alaska, they had the fella from, I don't know, up north, and there he was. And so anyway, the rules were you had to kill maybe some rabbits, and they each gave them so many bullets. And so anyway, the next day they came back. They each gave him like a dozen bullets. Well, the Cajun, he comes back, man, he had 12 rabbits. The others had maybe, one had 2 and one had 4, and so anyway. The next day they had to go and they had to shoot a bear. So man, they came back the next day, and sure enough, one from Alaska, he shot that bear right in the head. So, but he had that bear, and the other one, he killed the bear. He kind of shot him in the heart, the heart. So that killed the bear. But what puzzled the judge is that when the Cajun came with his bear, he had killed the bear too. Man, the bear they had 3 holes in him for bullets. He had one in 2 hands and one right there in the forehead. And the judge says, "Man, Boudreaux, how you kill that bear? You shot him 3 times?" "Oh no," he said, when I spot that light on him, he did that." He said, blinded. He said, "I tell you, it was just one shot." He was hunting
at night.
Yeah, he was hunting at night. That's not how it goes, but that's an old joke.
Hey, I'm gonna do an impromptu song. Remember when you could just tap along? Remember when I did, or you ever heard me when I rewrote the song "Bop"? Remember Dan Seals with the bop, and I did the Cajun bop. Let me see if I can remember the words. Now, y'all just humor me, y'all. I haven't done this in years. Put on your shrimping boots, babe. May put on your big butt jeans. There's a fedodo happening right now, it seems, that knows what fedodo really means. May we can hop in my souped up Polaris and dance to the old memory. May you ain't got to sample my boudin, baby. I just want you to dance with me. I wanna bop with you, babe, all night long. I wanna bop the night away. I wanna make it a night like it used to be. Shed little hearts, we dance and we yell. Hey, I wanna bop with you, babe, all night long. I wanna bebop with you, babe, till you gone pecan. I wanna bop with you, babe, all night long.
That's good, Brian. How can you remember that?
Dad, I can remember a lot of useless information. I still know my Romeo and Juliet speech from 9th grade. So. All right, Dad, play some music, bro. I've been boring them with my silly little songs. We want some music. What we got? What's up? You gotta give everybody a prep. What's coming?
I don't know. Let them tell me.
Okay. Mr. Randy Reed, what was your dad's first car? I'm guessing Hot Wheels? No? What was your first car? What was your first car, Dad?
The first car I bought was a Ford. I don't know if it was a 1952, 50 something, but it had some brand new tires on it. It was a used car, and I saw it on the lot, and I bought it like for $200. And I said, man, the tires almost worth that. So anyway, I drove it off. The only thing, you know how you make gasoline so many miles to the gallon? Well, this car made so many miles to the quart of oil. And but it has some good tires. So anyway, that was the first one. But I wasn't married. This was
I have one more survey question for you guys before we play "You Are My Sunshine." Would y'all be? I had a couple people ask, and we would do it as a fundraiser for charity. But several people asked about shirts, like maybe getting some Cajun Quarantine Concert or Pat Campbell shirts that you could kind of have as a memory. Not hide and seek champ, Dad, unless he has an accordion. So would y'all be interested in some Pat Campbell Cajun Quarantine Concert Tour 2020 T-shirts if it benefited charity? Who might be interested in getting them a shirt? Mr. Randy said he's in. So if enough people are interested, Dad'll buy one. So we could do it for Impact Acadiana and make some shirts, and that way people could have a special memory of this summer. So all right, everybody, listen, we love y'all. We're gonna end it on our song. This is our song. You know how every couple has a song, right? You know, play our song, because they're playing our song on the. So this is our song, y'all. This is a song that's gonna bond us forever. When you sing along at home, let them hear you all the way in Nacogdoches. Let them hear you in Opelousas. In Del Cambre, let them hear you in Del Cambre. Hey. We love you too. We love you too, brother. Other night, dear, as I lay sleeping, I dreamed I held you in my arms. But when I woke, dear, I was mistaken, and I hung my head and cried. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. When they gray, you never know. I love you big, big. Y'all, thank y'all so much. Miss Merlene, Miss Nola, Miss Wendy Badman, thank you for your talents and skill. My sister Melissa, we love you. Miss Victoria, have a good night. Randy Reed, my man. Miss Deanna Suarez, thank you for tuning in. Miss Glenda, Miss Desley, Nanny Cheryl, Miss Kelly, we love you, Miss Kelly. Miss Carolyn, thank you for being here. My favorite physical education teacher of all time, Miss Carmen, Miss Mary Molasau, Mr. Terry, man, please, you and Miss Christine take care. Miss Joycelyn, thank you so much for joining us. I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Miss Judy, tell Mr. Neil I said hello. Thanks for joining in today. I love to see those hearts. Hearts and thumbs up, man. I love that. Y'all keep on those hearts and thumbs up. That makes me smile big, big. Thank you, Miss Victoria. Ooh, look at them hearts and thumbs up. Sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. All right, everybody, we gone, back on us. We'll see y'all tomorrow.